Bertemu kembali dalam Bisnes Awani, UEM Land Holdings pemaju induk Nusa Jaya akan memberi tumpuan untuk menarik lebih banyak pelaburan di dalam sektor perkhidmatan di dalam fasa kedua pembangunan di Gerbang Nusa Jaya. Pengarah urusan dan ketua eksekutifnya, Datuk Wan Abdullah Wan Ibrahim berkata, pertambahan pelaburan di dalam sektor itu akan memberi lebih nilai tambah kepada pembangunan sedia adanya di Nusa Jaya. Dan untuk penjelasan penuh Wan Abdullah, kita ikuti temu Serina Manikam bersama beliau.
Baik, terima kasih dan bersama saya ketika ini di Pusat Konvensyen Antarabangsa Persada Johor Bahru pada Forum Ekonomi Islam Dunia ke-8 ini adalah Datuk Wan Abdullah Wan Ibrahim, Pengarah Urusan dan Ketua Pegawai Eksekutif UEM Land. Well, hello Datuk, pleasure meeting you here, Datuk. And Datuk, let's talk about the development and investments in Nusa Jaya. Currently, you have outpouring of development into Nusa Jaya itself. So maybe you would like to elaborate on the Nusa Jaya's tipping point.
Yeah. Oh, I'm glad that you've heard of that expression, the tipping point. Back 3-4 years ago, we already crafted that word. And if I may just give you a definition that we thought was very appropriate for us with regards to tipping point is when a slow reversible change becomes irreversible with dramatic consequences. So, and we had already identified that 2012 will be that year. And Alhamdulillah, we are very happy that everything that we have planned for together with our partners in the development of Nusa Jaya is now taking shape and already achieve a very good standard of achievement and implementation. And this would be the likes of the EduCity. Now we have already 5 universities there. We have our theme parks. We have 2 theme parks now, Legoland and the Family Theme Park that will be officiated tomorrow by the Prime Minister. And then there's the Pinewood Studios that's under construction that should be ready next year. And the industrial development, Silk, was a runaway success. And whilst the tipping point has arrived and a new demand structure has evolved for our property developments, we are now crafting out new catalytic projects because we understand about the issue about sustainability. And to sustain this growth trajectory that we have been targeting for, we need to craft and identify new catalysts. So if you notice in the last few months, we have been rolling out our second wave of catalysts. If I may, last month we signed with Bisnes to develop a 500-acre tech park. Now the difference between this tech park and what we had before, the Southern Industrial Logistics Cluster, in the earlier phase, it was more of selling industrial land to industrialists. But for the Bisnes joint venture, it is to build the ecosystem, build the environment, build the buildings, and then industrialists will come in either to buy or to lease the premises. So if you can notice, the difference is we are going to accelerate job creation in Nusa Jaya. Okay, in order for it to sustain the trajectory that we so desire, we have got to create the employment. So people must work in Nusa Jaya and live in Nusa Jaya, not the other way around where people work elsewhere but they come back at night to sleep in their house. So we want Nusa Jaya to be that city that people will learn to live, work, play and all that. Okay, so that's where we are now, so the Bisnes deal. And yesterday we announced a few more, the Motorsport City, another joint venture with a very prominent businessman from Singapore. This is going to be a very exciting project to bring in motorsports into Nusa Jaya. And I am very confident that this project will fly. And in our quest to make Nusa Jaya to be benchmarked against other great locations in the world, we are improving the telecommunication infrastructure. So yesterday we signed a collaboration agreement with Telecom Malaysia to do the infrastructure, and we also signed up with IIB, UEM Land, Telecom Malaysia, and we signed up with Centios from South Korea and Cisco Systems from the US. This is to create the managed services. So no point in having an infrastructure but it's not utilized. So we intend to build this single platform where the inhabitants of Nusa Jaya can take advantage of.
And Dato', given all the investments coming in, as you mentioned earlier, you currently have investments coming in for various industries, education, you have sports, theme park, telecommunications as well. So Dato', in the future, is there room for new investments for other industries as well?
Yes, like I said, but I'm not prepared to describe what are these new catalysts until it becomes more advanced. But trust me, trust UEM Land, we will definitely be rolling out more. And in which area, I would think that the area that we're targeting for is in the services sector. I think we have to create more value in our development. So I think what Malaysia needs today is to expand on the services sector. What is services sector? It'll be things like the tourism, hotels, maybe convention centers where we provide the facilities, very good parks, not just a typical lake garden kind of a park, but something that is very interactive, that can benefit the rakyat and also be a benchmark in the world. So we're not going to build a park that is just nice, but it's a park that can be told, the story to be told in the US, in Europe, about the success of this park. So have your ears on the ground, you'll be hearing about it very soon.
Okay, thank you very much, Dato', and sharing with us the UEM Lands Development and also investment in Nusa Jaya. And again, it's a pleasure meeting you here, Dato'.
Thank you.
Dan itu sebentar tadi Dato' Abdullah Wan Ibrahim, iaitu pengarah urusan dan ketua pegawai eksekutif UEM Land. Dan nampaknya itu saja laporan saya daripada Forum WIEF ke-8 di Pusat Konvensyen Antarabangsa Persada Johor Bahru ini. Dan saya Suriana Manika melaporkan untuk Astro Awani dan kita kembali ke studio.